So some of you out there doesn't even know Cambodian Americans. So let me educate you a little bit, or maybe give you a little bit information about Cambodian Americans. We're not Chinese. Let's just put it that way. Cambodians are right next to Thailand, and we are part of the Southeast Asian communities. During, we had a very large land at that time called the Khmer Empire. Unfortunately, we have a really horrible leaders from decades, from generation to generation, which led to a lot of land being stolen or conquered, or taken. And Southeast Asian community includes Vietnamese, Laos, Thai, Myanmar. So there's about a total of around 11 altogether. So most of the Southeast Asian community came here right after the Vietnam War, not even 50 years, and we are learning to assimilate into the American culture. So when I speak of the American culture, I am referring to mainly the U.S. constitutions, the rules, the laws, and the rules, laws, and regulations out there. And then when most of the Southeast Asian parent migrates here, they are extremely busy with just working their butt off. And half of the times, Southeast Asian parents are too busy working to even try to figure out about the laws, the rules, and regulations. We can have enough on the table. And once most of us, made it where we have enough, that's when we, especially the second generations, when they understand the system, they'll educate their parents about the lifestyles, about the cultures, about that America isn't just that small area, but there's 50 states, and that we can take our chances in other states that aligned with our, views. And so my family, when we made enough, just enough, because we couldn't leave Oakland, California, because we didn't have any money. When we made enough, we left Oakland, California. So as first generation Cambodian American, I understand hardship, because my family and we lived in a refugee camp for approximately 8 years before St. Lutheran sponsored our entire family here to America. Not only did we live in the refugee camp for 8 years, my parents are also survivors of the killing field. That goes for my husband as well. And you don't know what it means to survive the killing field, because it is brutal. It's worse. It's a regime that they would never ever want to relive ever again. So after surviving, the killing field, the refugee camp, St. Lutheran sponsors us here, and we landed in Oakland, California. Now, Oakland is worse than our refugee camp. And after living in Oakland, California for quite some time, there are people who's used to the lifestyles. They know how to navigate the area. And some people are not used to that lifestyle. So when you escape the Khmer Rouge regime, you want to be able to live peacefully without having to watch over your shoulders for stray bullets. Someone mentioned about Redwood City, that it's not the same. You're absolutely right. Growing up in Oakland, California, I have tried my best to advocate for the best of Oakland, California. So because I had to commute to UC Santa Cruz back and forth, and being able to see the different cities. So after seeing different cities within the Bay Area, I learned that lawmakers make a big difference within each of these city areas. The lawmaker in Oakland, California, apparently doesn't care for Oakland at all. Whereas Redwood cities, even though it's predominantly white liberals, almost everyone in the Redwood City, Palo Alto areas are within gated communities. You can't even reach their gated area without cops asking you questions. So overall, Southeast Asian came to America after the Vietnam War, and we have been here less than 50 years. Yet we are growing, adapting, and learning the U.S. We understand that there are federal law, state law, and city ordinance. These are what we call stacked systems of authority. Each has their limit. We understand that the state can sue the federal, and city can sue the state if it contradicts each other. We are striving, we are adapting, we're learning, we're teaching each other to understand, and sooner or later, you won't be able to manipulate us with AI generated videos, because we'll learn to do our own research, and you won't be able to conform us with false narrative.